Hi guys, welcome to another one of these live sessions. Tonight's session is all about drum and bass grooves. Okay, now it may seem like a little strange thing, but we're quite in the grooves thing at the minute. We've been doing them for a few weeks. We've done the sort of basic rock pop, we've done some funk, and we're just kind of moving on really. I think we did. So yeah, I think the funk was last time. Tonight we're going to do some drum and bass. I think we've done some R&B and hip hop as well. Just the basics, just to get you, just get that flow and get you just in the sort of groove. So if the phone rings and somebody wants you to play something, then the answer you're going to give them is yes. Yeah, rather than going, oh, no, it's not really something that I do. Yeah, it's just a basic understanding of a few different styles, so that you can start to put yourself out there, get that little bit more work. All right. So let me know if any of you have played drum and bass before. Okay. So right hand side of the screen, questions, name and your question. Get that in. We'll just keep answering the questions throughout. We'll answer them at the end, yeah, and we'll keep going through those. All right. So let's just see if anybody's actually played drum and bass before. Okay. The reason that we're doing it is partly because, yeah, as I said, to get you ready for it. But the other thing is, it's a great way to build up some hand speed. Yeah, it's a great way because obviously drum and bass, we're looking at sort of 170 beats a minute plus. Yeah. I would say kind of 170 to 200 is the place that I like to play this stuff, yeah. And I've only really done a few bits of drum and bass playing in terms of sessions and things, yeah. I quite often teach this stuff because it's great for control and getting the hand speed and things, yeah. But it's just, some of the grooves are just really, really nice to play. You need quite a lot of control to play, you need quite a lot of hand speed, but I'm going to break them down. I'm going to go through a few different grooves, some real basic ones, and then we'll build from there, and I'll show you some little ideas that we can use, okay? So don't forget, let me know if you've played this before. Let me know any questions. There can be, there can be drum related to drum and bass, or they can be related to other things to do with drumming. If we can answer them tonight, we will do. If not, we can always put them into, a next one where we do a viewer's choice one, which is like when you guys choose the topic, and then I'll plan a live session around that. Okay. So let me start off by showing you the real sort of basic groove to get you going. All right. We're going to play eighth notes with our right hand. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 and yeah. So that snare is slightly in a different place. It's on the and of 3. 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 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 1, 2 and 3 and. Okay, let me play that for you, and then you can see what that sounds like. Okay, so quite a relatively easy, quite a relatively straightforward groove. Okay, but when you get that kind of up to speed, then you start to feel that, you start to hear and you start to feel that sort of drum and bass thing coming in. Okay, so let me play that a little bit quicker. Okay, so you'll notice that obviously that's a little bit, quite a bit faster, yeah. But you'll also notice that I'm not really paying too much attention to what the hi-hat's doing, okay? Because really, in real terms, you're almost going to be playing something that somebody programmed into a computer, okay? Now that computer doesn't really have feel, Okay, so if it's a drum machine or a computer program that's got the drum part in the first place, and you're now trying to play it live, the likelihood is that it's very straight, it won't have very much feel in it. Okay, so just the way that I tend to play this, and has worked for me, is to just play really straight eighth notes. Yeah, as opposed to kind of putting some feel in there, which makes it feel kind of wrong. Kind of feels wrong. Yeah, so let's just keep it nice and straight. Yeah, so that's the first one. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 3, 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 and. Okay. So again, you know, relatively straightforward. You can work on it slowly and gradually start to speed it up. But again, make sure that you're logging your speed. Yeah, if you practice it tomorrow and you get it to 120 beats a minute, great. Write tomorrow's date, write 120. So you know when you come back to it exactly what speed you've got it to. Okay, so you can start from there. Start 5 beats back, have a warm up there, 120, and then you might get it to 125, which is great. Then you can write down and you can start to see the progress. All right. So, as I said, we're flying through them quite quickly, but they're relatively straightforward. They're just fast. All right. So on the next one, we're going to play the same thing again, except on the last note we're going to change slightly. Yeah. So if we take away the bass drums and snare drums, what we're going to do now is we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 40 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 40 and. Okay, do that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 40 and. So with the bass drums in and the snare drums before, 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 3 and 40 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 and. Okay, so we've just, it's the same group as before, we've just added on the end of it 40 and. We've put a 16th note in between the last 2 hi-hats. Okay, let me play that for you. Okay, doesn't sound like you know, that sort of drum and bass groove at the moment, but when we speed that up, yeah, then it starts to feel nice. Okay, so that's when it starts to kind of feel good, starts to feel nice, okay? Okay, I'll come back to that question in a minute. So yeah, we've got that basic idea now, yeah? And obviously these are totally playable on the ride as well, yeah? Really, really playable on the ride. So let's just look at just switching it so you can hear what that sounds like. Okay, so it's the same groove switched between the ride and the hi-hat. Okay, snare drums, bass drums will stay the same. We just added that one extra 16th note in there for E and. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3, and 4 E and. Okay, so again, you know, quite simple, but really effective when you play it nicely. Really nice. Okay, so let's look at the next one, and I'll maybe do a couple more with you. I'll break them down slowly, and then I'll start to answer some questions. All right. So the next one, we're just going to add another 16th note again. Yeah. So we're going to this time we're going to have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and. So instead of it being 4 E and in the last one, now we've got 4 E and 4 E and. Okay. 4 E and. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1. Okay, play that slowly, just on the hi-hat. The rest of the pattern stayed exactly the same as it did before. Okay, and again, just nice and quiet, but with the counts. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 E and 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 1, 2 and 3 and 4 E and. Okay, so again, relatively straightforward. Okay, it's just a case of getting that speed in there. So let's have a look at that. Okay, so yeah, again, fast but nice. Okay, fast but nice. Okay, so it's really all about just developing that little bit of speed. Yeah, that little bit of speed, that little bit of control. Bob, I'll come back to your question in a minute. There's a question there which I need to get to, but I will come to it. And there's a couple of questions actually which I'll come to in a minute. All right. So I'm just going to add one extra note on now, which is another 8th note. Okay, so the rest of the pattern's going to stay the same. It's going to go 1, 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 E and. It's going to add one extra bass drum in it. It's going to go 1, 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 E and. Okay, here we go. Okay, and now up to speed a bit. Okay, so yeah, they're getting nice. These, I'm quite possibly actually playing those a little bit faster than you would normally play them. Okay, there's probably not the need to play it that fast. Okay, so it's probably I'm probably playing those near probably the 200 mark, and really that you want to be looking at sort of 170, 175 is a nice tempo for them. Okay, so that's the sort of 4 basic ones. The rest, you know, you can just really start to mess with it then. Yeah, you can really start to kind of mess with it. Yeah, just let me know before I answer the questions in a minute. Yeah, just email me in if there's any kind of really advanced players on. Yeah, okay, because I tried to start these lessons so that they cater for everybody. So there's the slow, then there's the fast. Yeah, okay, and there's different concepts in it. But there's one other one which is a really nice groove to play. But it's quite an advanced groove. You need quite a lot of technique and quite a bit of foot speed. So let me know if there's any. Let me know if any of you are really advanced, and I'll show you. I'll show you another groove as well. Okay. So let's get to the question, or one of the questions. Yeah. I notice when you use your right hand on the hi-hat, it's very smooth. You don't seem to be putting much effort in. Any tips on developing this? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. The way to develop it is to use a concept called the free stroke. Okay, and the free stroke is based around letting the stick do the work. Okay, so you push the stick down and the stick comes back. Okay, so that's the free stroke. All right, yeah, same. It's obviously the same with both hands. Yeah, so rather than pushing the stick down and pulling it back up and squeezing it tightly, the stick's in constant motion all the time, and you're just pushing it down. Okay, so really it's the equivalent of bouncing a ball. Okay, it's the equivalent of bouncing a ball. If you push a ball down, the ball will come back. Yeah, push it down, it comes back. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Yeah, so we're just pushing the stick down, it's coming all the way back by itself. Yeah, I've opened up the hand. Yeah, I'm not using any fingers, I'm just pushing the stick down. I'm only doing one, I'm pushing the stick down, the stick's coming back up by itself. Okay, that makes it possible to gain, you know, to put a lot less effort in and to get a lot more results from. Okay, so that's the idea behind it, is that we put less effort in and we get much more results. Okay, so the speed then starts to get quite easy. Okay, starts to get quite easy. Still not using fingers. Still not using fingers. Okay, now I can go to fingers. Yeah, and that's the same with both hands. Still not fingers. Now fingers. Yeah, okay. Okay, so the key to it is to push the stick down and let the stick come back using the free stroke. Okay, I've got, if you look on my YouTube channel, you'll see lots and lots of different videos on this, yeah, and there's certainly a one to develop hand speed. Or if you look on my own website, richardwilsononline.com, there's me doing an example there for Carrera drums and giving a little lesson, and it's based on the hand speed exercise. Okay, so it's really all about less effort, more results. Okay, most people that I see are putting in loads and loads of effort and getting really no results out of it at all, so they're trying way too hard. So the key is let the sticks and the drums or the pads do the work, so you don't have to. Okay, that's the tip. That's the tip. Okay, yeah, it's good. All right, let's see what else we got. Thanks for your questions, guys, by the way. It's good. All right, okay. All right, yeah, what fills could we use? Okay. Again, this could be quite advanced. Yeah, it could not, you know, it might be quite simple to you. Okay. The one that I really like to use is the Swiss Triplet, or the Swiss Army Triplet. Yeah. For anybody who's got the, I'm just looking at it now. For anybody who's got the Vic Firth Percussive Arts Society 40 snare drum rudiments poster, yeah, it's number 28. All right, and it's basically right-handed triplets, all right-handed. It's one of those rudiments that stays on the same hand. then we flam the first one. So it becomes flam, right, left. Yeah, flam, right, left. And again, letting the sticks do the work. Yeah, let the sticks do the work. Letting the sticks bounce. So you don't have to do the work, yeah, okay? And that really kind of fits nicely. So let's have a look and see where we can get that into the groove, okay? We could go. We'll pick any of those grooves. 1, 2, and 3, and. Yeah, obviously that's fast. But they are just that Swiss triplet, flam, right, left. Okay, let me show you. Yeah, so it's difficult sometimes to get them in the right place, yeah, but what I tend to do is with this is just put a bass drum below it. Yes, there's kind of a couple of ideas there. Kind of a couple of ideas. Okay, so hopefully that's answered that one. Yeah, but you could really use. There's a number of different fills. If I show you, yeah, there's a couple of people saying that, they'd like to see the advanced groove. Yeah. So let's show you slowly, and then I'll speed it up, and you'll see the reason why you need a little bit of hand speed. Okay. I'll play it on the ride. We're going to go 1, 2, 1. So it's basically the 16th notes on 4-ender. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, but when we play it, our right foot's going to follow our right hand. Play that for you. One, 2, and 3, and double, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and yeah, 4 and 4 and 4 and 4 and 4 and okay. Play that a little bit quicker for you. Play it right this time for you. Yeah, even see I get things wrong. Yeah, I get things wrong. So let's play it again. little bit of coordination in there, okay? But that double goes on 4-hander. You could also put that double on 3-hander as well. So go. You could also go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Again, we just moved it back onto 3-hander, yeah. But now we've still put the bass drum with it. 1, 2. Okay, let's try that. I'm just going to play that full speed for you. Okay, so then a nice one to play in that is kind of in the 4th bar, is just to keep the double going. Yeah, with the right foot staying with the right hand. Okay. The hardest part of that is that's actually a nicer groove than the one on 4, yeah, because it feels nicer. 1. Yeah, kind of feels nicer. All right, so that one's a really nice groove. The hardest part is getting the right hand and the right foot stay together. So it's just doubles. That's all it is. But the double is right hand and right foot together. But again, a really nice groove, and you can same on the hi-hat as well. Okay. So again, yeah, it's just work. It's just slowly building up the foot. Building up the hands, building up the hand speed and things. Yeah, okay, so you've got a few ideas there. Okay, one question I've been asked 3 times actually is, where's my normal snare? Okay, and the answer is here. Okay, this is my limited edition Mapex Black Panther. Okay. This is my workhorse snare. This is the snare that I use for nearly every single gig that I do, yeah, because it tunes high, it tunes low, it sounds awesome, and I really, really love this drum. Yeah, it's got an Aquarium Focus X head on it, yeah, okay, but for this kind of stuff, and this is what I normally use as my second snare, so I'll have it to the left of my hi-hat, yeah, 1 as a spare, 2 just to you know, to play some of those kind of funkier stuff, and just maybe if there's a little sort of funky middle 8 or something to play that, okay. And this is this, but for this kind of music it's perfect, yeah. Okay, this is my Carrera Terrier snare drum, yeah. Okay, just an absolutely and utterly amazing snare drum, yeah. Check out Carrera drums, just Google Carrera drums, yeah, you'll not be disappointed. Dave Carrera is an absolute gem of a gentleman. Okay, and these snares are amazing. Again, I've got an Aquarian texture coated on it. It tunes up massively high. It tunes down low. You can have it as, you can make it into a timbale. So you just take the snares off. yeah, and the drum is just one, you know, it's just an amazing drum. With these two drums, the Black Panther and the Carrera, I'm kind of getting by without really needing any others. I've got a few more, different sorts, different manufacturers, but these two drums seem to be the sort of staple and what's doing it for me at the minute. And you know, not getting any complaints. So yeah, that's to the guys that asked. It's a Carrera Terrier snare drum. Okay, this is number 6. Okay, so this is the 6th one ever made. All right, yeah, and I'm really happy with this. Really happy with this drum. Yeah, it's just an amazing sounding drum. Yeah, it's 13 by 3.75 if I remember rightly. Okay, yeah, and it's just a fantastic drum. Okay, so that's to go those guys that answered that asked that question. Yeah, okay, so that's about it, guys. I think. Yeah, I think I've answered your questions. Yeah, there's a few people on that I know of that are not really asking the questions, okay, but you know, spread the word. Let's get this built, let's get this growing. Yeah, it's still quite early days. Let's just spread the word, and if you're enjoying it, you know, get on the forums and say, you know, you just did this lesson and it was amazing. Yeah, and in return for that, I'll keep doing these lessons. I'll give away some freebies, I'll give away some free lessons, I'll give away some free Skype lessons, yeah, etc. Yeah, it's all about, you know, working together to keep the industry and keep the good education going. All right, so yeah, I think that's about all we got for tonight, guys. Yeah, work on it slowly. Yeah, work on it slowly. There's no point trying to play it at 170 odd beats a minute or 200 beats a minute if you can't play it at 120 beats a minute. Yeah, work on it slowly. It's not a race. Yeah, the basics. Just added a 16th note, then we added 2 16th notes, then we added an extra bass drum, then we went into playing the doubles on count 4, which, yeah, is a legitimate groove, but particularly don't like playing it because it doesn't sound nice. Doubles on count 3, right hand following the right foot, or right foot following the right hand, should I say? Yeah, okay. Really nice groove to play. Yeah, really nice groove to play. Yeah. Fills, the doubles, again with the right foot under it, and the Swiss triplet. Yeah. Okay, so those are the things that we can really kind of work on. Yeah. But you know, it's all going in the right direction. I'm sure, you know, I've got quite a lot of students. There's a few. I believe there's somebody on from the States actually tonight as well. Okay, so this is really cool, guys. Just spread the word for me. Get on the Facebook group, you know, get on any forums that you're on and say, oh, yeah, I just did this lesson, it was great. Yeah, okay, and I would really appreciate that, which means that we can get a few more members, which means we can keep it going. And hopefully very soon we're going to have the date for the Dom Famularo stream, which is going to be amazing. You're going to get to spend half an hour or 40 minutes or so with Dom, showing you some technique stuff on the pad, yeah, which is going to be absolutely amazing. So spread the word for me, guys. Any questions about what we've done tonight, email them in, email me, Twitter me, do whatever you need to do. Yeah, okay, it'll all get through to me and I will answer all those personally. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.